All right, did Nico Harrison really think Luka wasn't going to take this matchup personally? Did they actually believe that trading away one of the greatest offensive players we've ever seen wasn't going to come back and haunt them? Well, in this last matchup, Luka made sure they felt every bit of that mistake. Against the team that gave up on him, Luka Doncic got his revenge. 19 points, 15 rebounds, 12 assists, a triple-double in a dominant all-around performance. But this game wasn't just about the stats. It was about sending a message to the Mavericks, a message to the Lakers, and a message to the entire NBA. Not only them, a message to you and me. Yes, even me included. Because Luka is officially back, and that should terrify the rest of the NBA. Because it's one thing to trade a player. It's another thing to insult him on the way out. Because if you ask the Mavericks GM and the owner, Luka wasn't worth keeping because of his weight and work ethic. Yup, trading away a generational offensive talent because they thought he wasn't putting in the work. I bet Nico Harrison is beginning to regret that decision every single day, and every game that passes by where Luka Doncic will just be putting up performances like this every game moving forward. After shaking off a bit of the rust from his injury, he's now putting together 2 straight dominant performances. Against Denver, he had 32 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, completely dismantling the Nuggets defense, destroying them as a scorer, picking them apart as a passer, and showing exactly why he was too good to be traded away in the first place. And then against the Mavericks, he didn't even need to explode as a scorer because his all-around game was more than enough to control the game. The worst part for the Mavericks, Luka hasn't even been close to his finals form yet. We haven't even been close to seeing the best version of Luka that we've seen when he played for the Dallas Mavericks. Luka's passing has just been absolutely ridiculous as of late. I mean, honestly, I've said it before. The only other passer that's even in the same stratosphere, in the same breath as Luka Doncic is Nikola Jokic. That's it. And to be completely honest with you, the level of passing he's been doing, can Nikola even do them? I know this pass in particular against the Mavericks, where he's just driving to the basket, he doesn't even look at Austin Reeves. He's able to fling this pass backwards, and Austin Reeves is able to knock down the 3. But what truly makes Luka dangerous is the gravity he commands when he's able to make these passes. Every single time he touches the ball, defenses panic. They send extra defenders. They collapse their defense, and they will overreact. And Luka, he thrives in these situations because as soon as the defense makes a mistake, boom, it's a 4-on-3 advantage for the Lakers every single time. I mean, look at this play from the Denver game. LeBron James is just given this amount of open space to just cut to the basket because Luka is able to pull 2 defenders. I mean, can you point to at any point in LeBron James' career where he's gonna be able to get that wide open at just being able to cut to the basket because of another player's gravity? In my opinion, there's been no other player. And LeBron's played with Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and Kyrie Irving, but no other player demands the level of attention that Luka Doncic does on a night in, night out basis. Teams sometimes will just send a random double at Luka, and because of his height and his vision, he'll quickly make these easy passes to Rui Hachimura, which will then be just secondary assists to him, which will eventually lead to LeBron James open in the corner for no dip 3s. Because this is the first time LeBron James is playing next to somebody who manipulates defenses as much as he does at the rate he does. He's never had this before in his career, and the Lakers, they're thriving because of it. Luka and LeBron, to me, arguably are 2 top 5 passers and playmakers of all time. and now they're subbing in and out of games for each other. I mean, on this possession, it's like they're playing hot potato. LeBron James just passes it to Luka. He takes a dribble in while he's posting up Max Christie, just passes it back to LeBron James. LeBron passes it back because he notices it's a mismatch. And they just keep doing this over and over until the defense just fully commits and be like, yes, we're just going to double team Luka Doncic, and LeBron James can be just wide open to knock down the three. It's just not fair, man. And let's be real, Luka single-handedly turns role players into threats. Jackson Hayes suddenly looks like a viable offensive big. That's because of Luka. These shooters are just going to get consistent wide open looks. That's because of Luka. Defenders getting sent into other universes because of these no-look passes, as I mentioned. That's because of Luka. The Mavericks really thought they were getting better by getting rid of him? Yeah, sure. That's just working out great for you guys, isn't it? And here's another thing. People love to say Luka doesn't play defense, but guess what? In the last 2 games, he's had 7 steals and 3 blocks. Luka has been locked in. No, he's never going to be a prime Kawhi Leonard, but let's give credit where it's due. He's holding his own on switches. He's making the smart rotations. He's reading passing lanes like a safety in the NFL. And let's not forget, he is 6'7" and about 260, 270 according to the Mavericks. When Luka wants to play defense, he can hold his own. And right now, Luka wants to play defense because this isn't just basketball for him. This is personal, and the league is literally going to pay for it. So thank you, Dallas Mavericks. We now have a mad Luka Doncic who, when he wasn't mad, was still pretty comfortably a top 5 player in the NBA. And recently, he hasn't even been scoring that well. He's only had 1 good scoring game. So once he starts to score well, in addition to what he does as a passer and playmaker, good luck. Good luck. This is not the same Lakers team that started the season. And more importantly, this is not the same Luka Doncic that the Mavericks traded away. He took that trade personally. He really thought he was going to spend the rest of his career as a Dallas Maverick before Nico Harrison completely blindsided him. And now he's reminding everybody exactly who he is: a generational offensive talent, a walking triple-double, a basketball genius, and more importantly, a player who just made the entire league very nervous because he just went to the NBA Finals a year before. The Lakers are coming, and Luka is going to be that change for them to get them over the hump. If you guys made it this far, let me know down in the comment section below. Do you guys think the Los Angeles Lakers have a legit shot at making the NBA Finals? I think they do. I mean, honestly, I've said it. Other than the OKC Thunder and the Denver Nuggets, honestly, I got the Lakers pretty much beating any other team in the West. And depending on the matchups and how certain players play, they can have a legitimate chance even though they don't have a big. Make sure to let me know that down in the comment section below, your thoughts. But before that you go, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that post notification bell, and check out this video because I think this video was well made, just like this one that I did. I'm out, man. Peace.